Good morning, students. Welcome to online video lecture session of Academic World School, Bemitra. My name is Pradeep Kumar Tiwari, and I am here with the subject Information Technology, class 10th, subject code 402. So, let's begin today's video. Today, I am going to cover the topic that would be word wrap and enter key, non-printing characters, text alignment, horizontal alignment and vertical alignment, then header and footer, find and replace, list, printing, tables, autocorrect and password protection. So these points I'm going to cover with today's video. So I would suggest you everyone to take out your notebook and pen and to write down the important points of this session. So let's start the video. So here, first of all, I want to tell you what is word wrapping. Word wrapping means this is a great feature of word processor software like writer, MS Office and anything. So the word wrap feature places the text going beyond the right margin to the next without you pressing enter key. So before starting this word wrapping, I want to tell you what is margin. Margin means here I want to show you the margin. I have taken here some list. So I would show you margin is what? Margin means the blank space around the edge of the page. You can see here this is the blank space. Here this is the blank space. You can see through the ruler it has been maintained. So the blank space around the edge of the page is known as the margin. So this is called margin. Now there is a left margin. This side will be called as a left margin. This side will be called as a right margin, and this side here it will be called as a top margin, and this will be called as a bottom margin. So there are four margin we are dealing with. So first one, left margin, this left margin, right margin, top margin and bottom margin. So what is word wrap? So word wrap feature places the text going beyond the right margin. Means whenever you must have observed that whenever you are writing any matter in the writer, so when you reach to the end of the line, you need not to press enter key. Enter key. Cursor, you can see here, this is your insertion point. This is called the cursor. This vertical blinking line will be called as a cursor. So this automatically moves to the next line. So that is what called word wrap feature. What is called that? Word wrap feature. Let's see the example of it. Suppose I am writing here, my school name is a academic world school Bemitra. I live in Bemitra. I study in class 10th. Now you must observe here, automatically your cursor will move to the next line without pressing enter button. Now my native place. See, so I have shown you here while writing you need not to press enter button. Directly when you come to the end of the line, your cursor will move to the next line without pressing enter key. So this feature is called as a word wrap or word wrapping feature. Now, here I'm moving with the next one, that is non-printing characters. So non-printing characters are what? As name is suggesting only. Non-printing means whenever you will print any document or any matter where you are using many times like space, like enter button, like tab key. So these keys are used in your document, but when you are taking printout, these key doesn't appear. So they are called as a non-printing character. Now when they are required when you are working with the heavily formatted documents and you need to keep track of your tabs, spaces and blank lines and so on. So these are what called non-printing character. Now how can you find out these non-printing character? For that you have to click on this show hide button, where you have to click this show hide button in the standard toolbar. In the standard toolbar, let's see that. Now I want to check how many times I have pressed here space, enter and all. So I was talking about show and hide button. So here you can see I have already told you this is your standard toolbar. Now you can see here there will be a that show hide button. You can see here this is what called show hide button. When you click this, you will see it will be showing to you here this symbol. This symbol says that you have pressed enter button. See here it is showing the this Q symbol, that is showing you have pressed enter button. Now you can see here one arrow is given, that is showing it is tab button. You have used here tab button. Now you can see here this dot is showing here. So this dot will be called as a space bar button. How many times you have pressed space bar button, that will be represented by this dot. Let's see, have an example, live example of it. So I will write here, suppose I am writing I I press tab button here, tab, you can see here this arrow is appearing. This is showing that you have pressed tab button. Now I love, now I will press space bar. So see, you can see here there is a dot. I love my mother. Now you can see here I pressed here space bar, so there is a dot. I pressed here tab button, so there is a tab arrow, and I pressed here enter, so there is a this Q symbol. So this is called non-printing characters. What are they called? Non-printing character. So non-printing character, in that you will find what you will find. So there is a non-printing character. So this will be represented by Q, and each time pressed space bar will be represented by this dot, and each time you will press, so each time you will press tab button, so you will find here there is a arrow, and each time you pressed space bar, so you will get here dot. Now how would you remove it? So to remove it, you need not to do anything. You have to just click on the same button. When you click on the same button, these all non-printing character will be removed. So now this topic is covered. I will move with the next topic. So what is their next topic? Text alignment. Text alignment. What do you understand by this alignment? Alignment means, you can say, the placement of the text on the document. Placement of the text on the document, that will be called as a text alignment. Definition is given here. The text alignment refers to the text layout within a paragraph with respect to a document margin. I told you there are different type of margin. So left margin is there, right margin is there, top margin is there, bottom margin is there. With respect this, you will find there are two type of alignment, sorry, two type of alignment. The first one is there, that is horizontal alignment, and second one is there, vertical alignment. Now this alignment you can use in your document. How you can use in your document, I will show you. But before that, I want to tell you what is that four type of alignment. So first is left. Left alignment means when you are placing your text to the left side of the document, then this will be called as a left alignment. These alignment button you will find in the formatting toolbar. You can see here, this is called alignment. Left alignment, right, center alignment, then right alignment, and then justify alignment. So four horizontal alignment are there. There are shortcut key also given. For left alignment, Control plus L. Write it down everyone. Control plus L for left alignment. Now for, and make sure this left alignment is by default alignment of the document. What do you mean by default? By default means whenever you will write any matter without selecting any alignment, then your matter will appear to the left side of the page, left to the left margin of the page. So Control plus L is a shortcut key for left alignment. Now next is, before applying alignment, you have to select your document. Now for center alignment, what you have to do, select this and then bring here your cursor. So here you press, so your matter will appear to the right or center side of the left and right margin. So this is Control plus E. Control plus E is a shortcut key for center alignment. I would show you. Control plus L for left alignment, Control plus E for center alignment. Don't get confused with Control plus C and Control plus E. Control plus C is a shortcut key for copy the text. Copy the text. Control plus E is used for center alignment. Now I will bring here to the right alignment. So click over here, you will find your text will appear to the right margin of the page. So this is what called right alignment. Shortcut key for that, Control plus R. Write it down, Control plus R. Then justify alignment. Justify alignment shortcut key is Control plus J. Control plus J. Now with the justify alignment, you can maintain the space to the left side, left margin and the right margin. In this you will find the space for left margin and right margin is equal. It is not changed. Control plus J is a shortcut key. So write it down. Now next one is there vertical. Next is their vertical alignment, top, bottom, middle and justify. So vertical alignment I have already told you. When you want to bring your matter to the top margin, bottom margin, or you want to maintain to the middle or to justify, at that time you are going to use their vertical alignment. Here you can also use tab and tab stop positioning, like that we can use. Move to the next point, that is header and footer. So before starting header and footer, I want to ask you, what do you understand about this header? As name is suggesting that header means which is present at the top of the page. Top of the page, whenever you will find at the top of the page the details which are available in every pages, they are called as a header, and the same something else you will find at the bottom of the page, that will be called as a as for footer, that will be called as a footer. Now what is that? A header or footer is text or graphics. Keep in mind, text or graphics. Text means like you are using date and time, like you are using author name, like you are using title, many things you can keep as a heading. So text or graphics means, suppose you are working in a company and you are having a logo of it, you want to bring that logo as a header, so that also can be applied. So here the main thing we need to keep in mind, that what you can add in the header. So you can add here the page number, the date, or a company logo, or author name, or title of the uh, matter, then subject, anything related to your document you can keep as a header, and at the bottom of the each page you can keep the same detail, that will be called as a footer. Here it is written, header is printed in the top margin and a footer is printed in the bottom margin. Now let's see the how it will be done. Now I will open this header and footer. See, I have already created one document for you. So here this document is for header and footer. You can see here I have taken some matter as a header. So this is the date. You can see here this is coming at the top of the page, header and footer. Here it is written page number 1 of 5. That means I have taken total 5 pages. How can you find out that? I have told you about status bar. Status bar, you can see here page 1 by 5. You can see page 1 of 5. Now next, if I will take the same detail, will go to the next page, that's why it is called as a header. 17520, then header footer, then page number 2 of 5. So and the same you can see here, footer I have taken the time and I have written here thank you. So the same detail will be in next page at the bottom of the page. You can see here, this is the time and this is the thank you. Now how can you apply this header and footer? So let's see that. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to insert tab, and insert tab you will find there is a header option and there is a footer option. You have to just select this header and footer. I have taken two different pages, that's why it is showing here default and envelope. Default means when you will apply this default, this will be applicable in all pages. Whatever detail you will keep in the first page, that will appear to all the pages. Now I would tell you how to add the field in it. So to add field in it, what you have to do? You have to go in insert tab, then field option. In this you will find many things are there. Date, time, page number, page count, page number and page count. Page number means number of the page, like page 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, 2 out of 6. This is page number. Page count means here how many total pages are there. Page 1 out of 5 means total 5 pages are there, so this will be page count. 5 will be page count, where you will be getting 1 2 3 out of 5, like that. Then you can add here subject, you can add here title and another author name you can add, and then other detail also you can add over here. Suppose I want to add here subject, so what I will do, I will bring my cursor where I want to insert subject, and then I will click on subject. Now I can enter here subject, suppose it is IT. Now if you want to enter anything else, you can add. When I will keep here, you will see this IT will appear in all the pages. You can see this IT has come. See, so this is what header and footer. Now I'll show you the footer. So how would you bring that? Bring, first of all, bring your cursor to the bottom of the page, then right here insert, then click on fields, and then you can go to like title, and you can write here, suppose I'm writing here word processor. Now click anywhere, you will see this word processor has appeared in all the pages. So this is your header and footer. So what you have understood with this header and footer? Header appears always at the top of the page, footer appears always at the bottom of the page. What fields we can add in header and footer? This question may come in your exam. So that can be date, time, page number, page count, subject, title, author, other detail, like that. So next, let's move to the next topic. Next topic is find and replace. Find and replace. Find and replace is a very important feature of this word processor. In this, what you can do, suppose you are writing any matter, and that is a text where you have used 5 pages, in the 5 pages, and when you were working on it, at that time you committed a mistake, spelling mistake, or you wanted to write something, but by mistake you have written something else. So how would you change it? If it is used, suppose 100 times in your document. So when you will change 100 times, it will be taking lot of time. So with the help of this find and replace feature of word processor, you can maintain it, you can rectify it without any problem. So how can you do that? Let's see it. I will close this, discard. I will go to next, here find and replace. I have already created my one matter. Now see, I have written here my school name is Academic Worlds School. Now see, I have written here by mistake worlds, and this worlds has been used many times. See how many times this Academic World School is written, that many times this words has come. Now how would you replace it? How can you change it? There is a problem. If you will go one by one, it will be taking lot of time. So with the help of this find and replace, you can do it easily. So let's see how to change it. So to change it, you have to go to in the edit menu. When you click on edit menu, you will find many options are available. In this you will find there is a option that is find and replace. See, the shortcut key is also given, Control plus F. Click on it. When you click on it, you will find here options, a dialog box appears. In this dialog box, you will find there is a one option, search for. Search for means what? The word which you want to search, the word which you want to change, the word which is wrong, that you will write here in the search for. So I will write here WORLDS. This word I want to change. So I have written the word. Now I will click on this replace with. Now I want to change it. I want to change it. Words should be world. So how would I write here? WORLD. Now here, before telling this, I want to tell you here it is showing match case. Here this option allows you that distinguish between uppercase and lowercase, and then whole words only means it will be searches whole words or cells that are identical to the search text. Then if you want to show the more, see the more options, for that you have to click on this more option. Here you will get many options related to your search, related to your find and replace. This backward search start at the current cursor position and goes backward to the beginning of the file, means it goes back to also to search it. Then regular expressions allows you to use wildcard and your search, means here if you want to use any type of characters, it will be available here. So these similar email search, search for style notes, everything available here. Now what I have to do, I have to click on this find word, so it will be finding. You can see here it is finding. Now I will click on replace. Find all will be searching all the letters, all the words, and this replace all will be changing all the words together. So click on replace all. It is saying search key replaced 15 times. Okay, now I would see here, see Academic World School, one time Academic World School, second time. So this is the find and replace. Find and replace is working. So likewise, you find any difficulty, any problem to change any word, to misspell any word, to change it, you can use their find and replace feature. Now move to the next topic, list. So list here, list means what? Suppose you are writing any document, you are writing any matter and you want it in a number format. At that time, how you want a special type of bullet, a special type of symbol to write any matter. For that, what you will do, you are going to use their feature called list. So here you will find there two type of list available. First one, bulleted list. Second one, number list. So bulleted list and number list, how to use this, that I am going to tell you. Close this. I will use here bullet and number list. Bullet is what? Bullet means the special symbol presented in front of any list. So I was talking that the bulleted list means when you will find a special symbol present in front of the list. You can see here this right tick is available here. So this is what called bulleted list. Now you can change it into number list also. How can you change it? This bullet and number is available on the formatting toolbar. You can see here this is the bulleted list and this is the number list. So how can you change it? You have to just select it. I will select it, then go to here, it will be changed into the number list. See here, number list. Now in this number list you can change. When you will click on this number and bulleted, you will find here different categories of bullet and number is available. See here, this is bullets and this is numbering type. Now in this numbering type you will see many type of formats available. Whatever format you want, you just click on OK, it will appear. See, so this is the method to change it. Now you can see here I have used here this printer and this impact and non-impact. Now suppose you want to break the line. When you press enter button, this symbol automatically appears over here. You don't want that, what you will do for it? You have to press with the shift button. What you will do? Press shift button and then press enter. See, that symbol will not appear in front of you. Okay, now I am going to show you another, that how can you create nested bullet. So to create nested bullet, what you have to do, you have to just select that and right click and click here, down one level, down one level. When you will create this down one level, your matter will come as subtopic of that particular topic. Here this symbol can also be changed with the bulleted number if you want. See, here this is bullet and here I have used number. So through this you can move it forward and here you can move it backward. See. So this was your bullet and number list. Now move to the next topic, printing. Printing means how to print your document. So to print your document, you have to press shortcut key Ctrl plus P to print it, and you can take the print out of it. Before printing, you can also see the matter, how it will get appear on the document. So for that, what you will do, you have to go to print preview option. See, this is available in the file, and see print preview. When you click on print preview, it will be exactly showing the same how it will appear in your page after printing. So this is what print preview option. And when you click on print, you can see here print, and the shortcut key is Ctrl plus P. Click over here. When you will press it, you will see dialog box is appearing here. This is also showing the preview of the page. Here you have to select general instructions. Here you will find the name of the printer, range. All range means suppose you have 1 to 5 page, you will select this option for all pages. Suppose you want page number 2 3, so you write here page 2 2 comma 3, like this to print. Now here print in reverse page order, you can print in reverse order also. Number of copies, the same page you want how many copies. For that you have to select this, then open Office Writer. Many options are available here related to page. Now here it is showing that which type page you want, pages per sheet. Now in a one sheet, if you want more page, two page, one page, two page, three page, like that you can set here. Now here also it is showing left to right, then down, top to bottom, then right, like that you can set here also. So this was your print option used to print any document. Now next topic is table. Table is very easy and you can use it here very nicely. Now how to use table, that I am going to tell you. For that I have to start, suppose I am taking find and replace, and I am going to apply here table. For table, what you have to do, you have to go to insert and then go to table option. See, shortcut key is also given, Control plus F12. click over here. It is asking table name. Here, right here, suppose I am creating result table name, number of column, number of rows, you select here. Here it is asking for heading. If you want to keep, don't split table. When you will go to the next page, it will not be splitted. Border if you want, and click on OK. See, my table has come. I'll write here one matter, 1 2 3. Now you can see here I have taken here 1 2 3. These are the columns, 1 2 3 4. These are the rows. This is the properties of the table. Here with the help of this you can insert how many rows, how many columns you want. Here you can define the thickness of the table. Now here this is showing the text where you want to keep in the table. Here it is showing align the content of the cell to the top edge of the cell. This is showing content to the top and bottom of the cell between. Now see, here if you want to insert column and row, so what you have to do, in the same you have to click here insert one row in the table below the selection. Selection means what? Your cursor, see this is your cursor is blinking. So here you want after it or before it, that you have to decide. You want column after 2 or before 2. So if I'll bring here my cursor before 2, so column will appear before it. If I will click here, then column will appear after 2. Let's see how. Right click, and here you can go to suppose I want column. Here it is saying insert. Click on it, insert number 1 column before, after and before. So click on OK. See, after I had selected, so after my selection this column has appeared. If I will click over here and again I will click column, insert, and if I will select here before, click on OK. So before my 2 the column has appeared. So likewise you can insert row and column. In the same manner you can delete it also. Suppose I want to delete row. See, it has been deleted. See, so this is the method to insert a table, to insert a column, insert a row, delete a column, delete a row. Yes, here you can see this is option related to deleting a column, deleting a row, then inserting one or more column into the table, and here inserting one or more rows into the table. Now next topic is autocorrect. This autocorrect feature is very important. Now what is this autocorrect? Autocorrect means what? Suppose you are writing THE, TEH. Suppose you want to write THE and by mistake you have written TEH. So when you press and space bar, automatically this TEH converted into THE. Why? Because of this autocorrect feature. Now autocorrect feature is having some kind of word, some kind of letters which is commonly user type, and they type in hurry, and that they type in wrong manner. So these words are already available. I would show you. Click on tools and then go to auto correct option. Click over here, you can see here I had already added this word. Now from here you select this English India, we are using English USA. Click over here. See, these are the words when you type. Here you will type the wrong word which is typed by the user. Commonly we commit mistake while typing, like we are typing THEY they, but by mistake we write TEHY. So when I will write here TEHY, this should get automatically changed. So with the help of these tools, auto correct, here you need to find out. If I'll write here, suppose I am selecting here English. So you find here, you write here the wrong word. Suppose I write here any matter and I want to change it, so I have to write that is in the width, and when I will click on it, automatically it get changes. Okay, TEH automatically get change into THE. This is feature called auto correct. Now next topic is password protection. The most important feature of this is password protection. How can you give password to the document? Suppose your confidential document is there and you want to give password, so that no one can open it. For that, what you will do? For that you have to click on file, then you have to go in the save. Shortcut key for save, Ctrl plus S. Save as, Ctrl Shift plus S. Click on save. Already it is saved, so it is not coming. Now I will click on save as. If I will click save as, the dialog box appears. In this dialog box you will find it is saying save with password. I will write here file name, find and replace one, save with password. Click this checkbox and click on save. When you click on save, it will ask you password to open, confirm password. Suppose I'm writing here password, and here I'm writing 1 2 3, and then click on OK. So this file is saved with the password. Now if I will open that file again, find and replace one, this was my file. Now it is asking for password. So likewise you can give password to your document. So today we have covered many topics. I hope you have enjoyed the video, everyone. Today we have completed the topic like word wrap, non-printing character, text alignment, header and footer, find and replace, list, printing, table, autocorrect, and password protection. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Assignment related to this topic will be uploaded into ERP. You have to download it, and after that you have to send it through the ERP. Till then,